right, brother. What do you say? Fire in the hole?
Double fire in the hole.
You know it, brother. Okay, now this is going to be a fun one. Do you see who is on the Sports Illustrated cover? Announced?
No.
Kate Upton. Kate Upton. So, okay, you know what?
She don't do nothing for me,
All right,
man.
but I tell you what, it doesn't matter because I like it.
She has big hooters. Who cares? Yeah, boy.
All right, so here's a little song to kick it off here.
All right. you know, Verlander's got his milk. You know what I'm saying? That son of a bitch has got so much calcium in his bones right now. Are you kidding me?
Oh, jeez. I love this song.
These guys are great in concert,
man.
I've
seen
these guys are the ultimate party concert band, man.
This is. I remember when this came out, Centerfold. And
I was in junior high.
We both were. That's right.
My favorite Geils Band song of all time, though, Love Stinks.
Yeah, Love Stinks.
Oh,
Love Stinks. I was debating that, because we just had Valentine's Day.
You should have busted it out, man.
It was. I remember when Prince Charles and Princess Diana got married. And,
which
Love
goes, Stinks?
Yeah. And so I was listening to WIOT, 104.7. Yeah. And they were still around back then. And they were playing all these songs, all the heartbreak songs. And, and they played Love Stinks like a couple times an hour.
That's such a great song, man.
Oh, it is. It is. But, Kate Upton. But let me get to this. This is podcast number 22, dude. And we did miss last week. We had a couple things going on.
Yeah. We had some issues, but you know what? I mean,
Hey, that's going to happen.
A 21-week roll.
That is not too bad.
21 weeks without a vacation. Come on, man. I mean, seriously.
I hear you. Today
our fans probably appreciate us being gone away, too.
You think so? Yeah,
you're welcome,
sick
guys.
and tired.
Yeah, we're back.
Listen to these guys.
Yeah, we're back.
Sorry about that. So this is Friday, February 17th. 2017, and you are?
I'm Fire.
And I am Brim Brimstone from fireandbrimstone.com, Fire and Brim on Facebook.
Fire and Brim everywhere.
I had somebody ask about the cauldron the other day.
No way.
Yeah, he did. How do we become members of the cauldron?
Well, there is extensive testing and training involved. Was this male or female?
It was male. Yeah.
Figure sausage fest. You're not in, dude. Whoever it was, you're not in.
Right now.
You know what? You can be in. Bring 6 women.
Yeah, that's right. There you go. Hey, we'll take what we can get right now. So, okay. I talk about Kate Upton. This is the third time she's on the cover. All right, growing up, I thought that we lived in the best time for Sports Illustrated.
Oh, my God. Dude,
who were some of your favorite models? I mean, babes, that just... I tell you what.
I think my favorite all-time...
Yeah.
Kathy Ireland.
That was eyes. She had
God
those green
damn,
eyes,
dude,
man.
It was over, man. It was over.
I know. Kathy Ireland. You had Elle Macpherson. I just loved Elle Macpherson.
6'4" Amazon.
Oh my gosh! And she is still. If you see pictures of her today, she is still ridiculous.
Christy Brinkley.
She's in this one too.
I know.
She's
with
in
her
this
daughters
one.
for crying out loud.
I know.
Wow. Are her daughters legal?
I think so. At least one of them.
Thank God. Otherwise, the mine police would have me arrested.
Oh, so you're right. Yeah, Kathy Ireland. Yeah,
Cheryl Teagues was rocking.
Oh my goodness. She was maybe the first one that I really remember.
Rod Stewart's ex-wife. What was her name?
Rachel Hunter.
Yes.
That red hair. Talking about that look in her eyes.
Strawberry patch for days.
Oh, jeez. She was, I mean.
She was hot.
She was just smoking. She was just, and she just had that look. I was talking to somebody the other day about this. And the thing, this is my definition. The thing about all the girls on Sports Illustrated, they're pretty. They're not like movie star beautiful. They don't get. They're just doggone.
And you're on the beach. I don't know how much makeup they're wearing.
Yeah,
it doesn't look like they're loaded.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. They just look just doggone. Just pretty.
The only thing I don't like about them is They're too damn skinny.
That's what I don't know.
On, man. You know me, dude. I like flesh.
Rachel Hunter wasn't.
Yeah. Kathy
Arlen, she wasn't that.
They had some meat on their bones, but
they seem to go through these trends. They go back and forth and what it is, but it. So
put Serena Williams on the cover, and I'm in.
I tell you what, that is a hell of a call. I bet I would.
The greatest female athlete to ever walk the planet, walking around in a string. Dude, I am. What's to not like there?
I am certain that they've done that. I'm sure that I'm sure that
she's been in it before.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is a great call. Actually, her and Venus, both of them. They would be a great add to that. I just, in fact, I'm sure that there might be some Sports Illustrated magazines in the house here.
Yeah, how many? You know what? Let's put a contest out on the website right now. Let's find one of those old Sports Illustrated, and let's put an over and under on how many pages stick together.
I remember.
I'm going 17. 17 pages is the over and under.
I remember Cheryl Teagues. Remember the fishnet bathing suit?
Oh.
And I remember in high school. The high school, Whitmer High School, where I went to, they had all the magazines and binded by years and that, right? And so eventually every guy in the school went to look for the one magazine with Cheryl Teagues in it, right? And the pages were ripped out.
Those bastards.
Oh, that brings such wonderful memories when I think about that.
Who else? Let me see. Rachel, Kathy,
Cheryl
Teagues.
Oh, there's a couple. There's a couple. I'm just completely.
I'm sure we're forgetting some. Sorry, ladies, don't hold it against us.
Yeah, really.
For the ones that we do forget, you have a free invite to the cauldron.
You know what we're going to do? We're going to post some of these on the Facebook page and also on Twitter. Well, I know. We'll just put our favorite.
Okay, put it up for me so I don't get in trouble.
Yeah, that's right. I'll take the hit on this one.
Somehow I will get in deep shit.
I'll just do it on Twitter. Okay, we'll just make it on Twitter.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. So hey, we didn't talk last week. And Sunday beforehand was a Super Bowl. We got to cover a little bit about that. What was your take? Okay, now that we're a week and a half, 2 weeks out.
Well, first of all, if you recall, when we were on the show, we said when the Falcons score 30 or more, they win. They don't lose.
Yep.
28.
You're right.
Stuck on 28.
Should have been 31, brother. Should have been. Should have been. Should have, could have. That's right.
But
why they didn't run that ball? They're first and 10 with the 22-yard line.
There were so many mistakes.
I know.
In a game of that magnitude, I did the pressure get to him? I don't know. But it sure as hell didn't get to terrific Tom, did he?
No.
Bastard. Michigan man. Kicks a supermodel out of his life for another supermodel.
Yeah.
I hate you, but if anyone wants to argue that he's not the greatest quarterback in the game, call us now, and you're going to just get crushed.
It's even not,
he's 5-2.
He's 5-2, and that's not.
He's played
7 freaking times.
He's played. He's 15 years.
Yeah. Something long. Actually, it might be a little bit more than that.
Okay, yeah. Approximately 50% of his career, he's playing in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Doesn't he have the most wins? I think he's got the most wins in the playoffs.
It
would be logical.
As a quarterback.
As a quarterback, right.
My boy from the Cowboys, defensive end, played for the 49ers. God, who the hell was he?
Oh, Haley.
Yeah,
Haley.
He has 5 too. He has 5 rings too.
Yeah, Charles Haley. Yeah. He was a force, wasn't he? He looked good in both uniforms. 49ers and Cowboys.
He was a mutant.
Yeah.
He was a freak of nature. 260-pound defensive end, and he just manned him. but Brady's 5-2 in the big dance. He's won the division like every year but one that he's played. Disgusting. How is he not the best? What measuring stick can you provide me to show that he's not the best?
You can't.
I struggle, man, because I personally still think Elway was a better quarterback, but Elway only got 2 wins.
Yeah.
Lost 3.
And that's a great call. I think Marino was one of the best quarterbacks, but could he take him to the big game? And win the big game. He was only in the Super Bowl one time, and that was his
rookie year.
Yeah, his rookie year. That was it.
And he never sniffed it again.
He never got it again. The thing that, as much as I hate to say it, but you've got to admit that it's cool. The Patriots, every game they have a different hero. That that back comes out. What he get? He caught the most passes.
Oh yeah.
What was his name? Mitchell or something like that.
He had 14 grabs.
Yeah. And then in the championship game against the Steelers. Who's that wide receiver? That you know what I mean?
It doesn't matter. They're all the same. They're just plug and play.
They are plug and play. And then the defense. We don't know anybody on the defense, and there they are. They always, So
and they held the Falcons to 28 points. They just gave up 28 real fast, and then the adjustments were made. And then I don't know what the hell Atlanta was thinking, man. They just went conservative. They went stupid on them.
Yep.
That's the difference right there of playing in 7 Super Bowls.
They knew
because Belichick and Brady have been in 7 Super Bowls together.
They didn't look like they were freaking, did they?
No, they never. No. They it was very somber. It was very quiet. It looked very focused.
Yep.
You could tell they were concerned, but they never gave up trying to chip away. Man, they never gave up trying to chip away. And then, God, he got, what, it was like 28-16 or 20, and I'm like, ugh. And they got the ball back, and I'm like, man, they score here. Oh, shit. And sure as hell.
Yeah.
Sure as hell. And then Brady got the ball back with, 3 minutes left? And I'm like,
all right.
They're scoring, and you might as well count that 2-point conversion. It's going to happen.
So let me ask this. Okay, the first Super Bowl ever that goes into overtime.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that they need to change those rules for overtime?
Nope.
You think that's the way
they should have never
is?
changed to begin with. Sudden freaking death.
Yep.
Sudden death, man. Whoever scores first wins. And I like the fact that they kept a tad of that, which first possession, you score a touchdown, game over. And that you should be. That's how to me that's how I always like sudden death. This everybody gets the ball bullshit and like they do in college. Yeah.
Actually, in college, I think you need that in college. College is still, there's still
sudden death.
I know.
Add to the pressure, baby. Sudden death.
I have a hard time disagreeing. It just
sudden
there's
death,
something
man.
about
and just the fact that sudden death. Ouch.
Yeah. It just the fact that the Falcons, they were on the field all the fourth quarter. They lose the coin toss. They were gassed. There was no way that they were stopping the Patriots.
Nope.
The Patriots were going to go downfield, and they were.
Everybody in the world knew it.
Absolutely,
man. Everybody in the world knew that they were scoring, man. And
the one thing that does get me, they played a different defense in the second half as the Falcons. Mm-hmm. Why play a different defense? In the first half, this is what got them to where they were. Right?
I agree.
Why change it up? Punch him in the face. You would punch him in the face first half.
Brady was getting knocked around.
He was getting knocked around. And so what they do? Did you notice what they did? They played back. They were leaving the field open underneath. And then what you give Brady open field like that? What the hell is he going to do? He's just going to eat you alive. That's why the running back caught so many in the second half, right? Mm-hmm. Because he didn't have to protect Brady. In the first half, it was all hands on deck to protect Brady. So he opened it up, and they should have come and they should have just kept punching him in the mouth. But you know what? You can't take anything away from the Patriots.
And it's funny, man. This Super Bowl and the last Super Bowl, the last two the Patriots won.
Yeah,
they really shouldn't have won.
Yeah.
Especially Seattle. You're on the inch line. You throw a pass, you dipshit.
No kidding.
And this one, you're up 28-3 and get beat. But kudos to them because they never stop, man.
But
they never stop playing.
What's really interesting is I think you bring up a really good point there. That means the other team was overthinking, right?
Something, man. Something. I don't know, man.
That means the Seahawks were overthinking by trying to throw that stupid pass, and that means that the Falcons
they got cute and they got burnt, man.
In both cases, they should have run the ball. Right?
Yeah.
Seattle should have run the ball. Atlanta should run the ball. When they were down the 22-yard line.
The clock
is your
friend.
It was.
The clock is the enemy of the under, the team that's down, man. Get that thing running.
Ryan got sacked, and then they had like a hold or something like that, illegal procedure, and they just kept going back.
And Ryan has no business being league MVP.
Well, it's during the season.
I don't care.
During the season.
I don't care.
The voting goes on before the playoffs start and that.
But anyways.
Well, you know what? It was a great season. It was still a great season.
It was our inaugural season.
Yeah.
And a good one it was.
It was. It was absolute fun.
Your Raiders were rocking it out. My Cowboys were rocking it out. We were destined for a Super Bowl matchup and didn't quite work out, but it's still a great season.
Okay, so speaking about the Cowboys real quick, got to talk about it. I heard the other day that Romo had talked to some folks, and he said if he could go any place, it'd be the Chiefs. It would be Houston, the Texans. It would be Denver or Arizona. And apparently he and the owner, son of a bitch.
Jerry.
Jerry. Jeez, Mike. I know you give me the look in the face like, what the hell, dude? Come on. They're supposed to talk in the next couple weeks.
We haven't smoked anything.
Yeah, really. I know.
Your short-term's going to hell, man. What the hell? I mean,
oh, no, I forget Jerry. But, I think that they're going to let him go. They're going to let him go wherever.
They have to, man.
But somebody else.
He wants to play.
But somebody did make
he can play.
Yeah. Somebody made a good point, though. They said that, well, if you let him, that's cool to let him go. But you know what? The Eagles got a first and fourth round for Bradford. And then when remember when Favre went to the Jets? They get like a second or third round.
Yeah, but here's the deal. Yeah, you think that, but everybody knows Romo ain't playing in Dallas.
Yeah.
So everybody's going to lowball it, and he's going to end up getting cut.
And that's a good point because they're just going to wait it out.
Yeah,
they'll wait it out.
Yeah, exactly. And then the bidding war begins.
Yep, they'll wait it out. So why wait? Just go ahead. Just let him go and let him strike his own deal.
I don't see him going to Kansas City. You got Alex Smith there. I mean, he's entrenched.
I think Denver would be
Denver's
the most
a good fit. Well, depending on what Carson Palmer does. I mean, I like Carson Palmer. I think he's a good player.
That's the one I don't see because I can't see Jerry giving him up to another NFC team. I mean, you don't want to see. You wouldn't want to see Romo in the championship game. I mean, it's there is a logic to that.
Well, there used to be rules, unwritten. You never trade within your division and all that crap. But today's free agent and the money, it kind of screws that all to hell.
I think the one that to me is the most logical in the way is besides Denver would be Houston. Houston has everything. Yeah, they've got everything that they would need to really, to give him exactly what he needs around him.
I absolutely agree. I do. It is what it is.
It is. It is. No doubt about it. And then I guess say something else. I've been seeing pictures of Derek Carr. He is in the weight room and he's doing legs. So that is great for Raider fan and Raider Nation there, knowing that he's going to come back. Looks like he's going to be just absolutely healthy.
Good.
Which is a good thing. Well,
when you break a bone, it comes back stronger.
Yep.
So
better than a ligament or something like that, ripping up a knee or
and I don't know. Did he fracture the weight bearing bone?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one it was.
So he'll be fine.
Yeah, and that's a good thing because that's good for the NFL. I mean, in general.
Yeah.
I mean, just good for the NFL. So okay, now football season's over with. So,
this is the month of hell for me, man. First of all, it's my birthday month.
Happy birthday!
Yeah, thanks. Fire's turning the big 5-0. So,
oh my goodness! Give me some knuckles there, man.
So I'm a little midlife crisis. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little perturbed.
Yeah, it happens.
A little concerned.
It happens. It happens. It happens to the best of us.
My kids are like, Dad, will you just get over being 50?
It's okay. Embrace it, man. Embrace it.
It's coming. It's coming.
It's coming whether you like it or not.
And the ironic part is when we were young kids and like in high school, me and my friends, we were like, we were hellions.
Imagine that.
Yeah, shocker.
Really.
Yeah. There was a running bet, the over and under, for how long we'd live was 50. And let me tell you how bad youth is wasted on the young. I bet the under on myself. Are you kidding me? I couldn't even collect. The only way I could.
How do you collect?
I'd have to drop dead between now and next week.
Yeah.
And even if I'm dead, I still don't collect. What a dumbass. No wonder the bookies love me.
I remember telling a nephew of mine. We were doing a Tub Mudder, and I'm like, this is stupid. People could get killed, and I go, well, if you die, your mom is going to kill you. And this is always the worst time of the winter. We usually get bombarded with like a couple of pounding power snowstorms. We've had a good winter so far. I mean, as winters go, knock on wood. We probably just jinxed. I just jinxed it
until my birthday next week when all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, I just jinxed it.
But it just blech,
All right, so I'm going to take the flip side, the contrarian viewpoint on this, and not that I like the February, but I like what I'm looking forward to. There's a lot of stuff, especially towards the end of February and going into March and April.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, first of all, we got Daytona next week,
dude.
Bro.
Daytona. Have you ever been down to Daytona?
Not the racetrack. No,
yeah.
I've never been to a NASCAR race.
Yeah, no kidding.
No, my brother's a diehard NASCAR fan.
Oh my gosh.
Man. Him and his father-in-law, they go to MIS every year, and I just.
Yeah.
I just ain't been there.
Yeah, I've been to the track. I haven't been there for a race.
The
but
engineering dork that I am, you think I would be all over that.
It is all engineering. It's all engineering. So a buddy of mine, he works for GE. And
it's not all engineering. It's Southern girls and scantily
It is that too.
And alcohol. That's what NASCAR is. But by the way, there's a bunch of cars running around in a circle. But
so
let's get our priorities, dude. I am 50. Like I said, I'm having a midlife crisis here.
Yeah. So this buddy of mine, he wins this. He's really good technician, and he won this package. And it was a trip down to Daytona. For the race, for him and two. And so he takes his wife down there, and they're at Disney, and it's like they're there for a whole week, and everything's on it, and then they go to the race. And, and so his wife was like, well, what is this? He goes, she loved everything except the cars going around the track, and of course, that's what he was looking for. And he goes to me later, he goes, should have took you. But
I'm not going to touch that one.
I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't touch it. But,
that's too easy.
I think the NASCAR season is too long myself.
I do too.
But
I agree. Yeah, it's forever, man.
But the way it kicks off with Daytona, just the build up to it.
The twin 125s.
The twin 125s next Thursday.
And all the time. Yeah.
And actually, tomorrow night they have their first All-Star race is tomorrow night.
Oh,
so the cars are on the track on Saturday night, which is the 18th. Yeah. That's beautiful. And then obviously the following Sunday is Daytona. Just the hype of it. Just, get it all together and just the hype of it.
What are your favorite NASCAR tracks?
My favorite NASCAR tracks, Bristol, Darlington. Those you
like them short tracks, don't you?
I like the short tracks. I like Darlington because Darlington, you have to race. When you go up to MIS, you can pick a line and you don't have to tag up with anybody. You could basically just kind of, pass each other. At Darlington, you have to race. You have to, you have to make a pass. You don't just, and those are the tracks I like.
Mine are Daytona and Talladega.
Talladega,
the big open speedways, man. Get rid of the restrictor plate. Let them sons of
completely
bitches
agree.
Run.
I completely agree.
Come on, man.
I completely agree. You know what? Get rid of the restrictor plate. Change the aerodynamics. Let them race. You know what I mean?
Well, you got to give them enough freedom to set the. It's to me, it seems so regulated anymore that do you remember the old IROC series?
Yeah.
Where all the cars
it was all the same cars,
all identical setup, everything's the same, and then the guys race them.
Yeah.
It's almost what it is, man.
That's pretty much is what it's come down to.
Man.
That's pretty much what it's come down to.
I don't like that. I want to see completely different that work.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I think it would make for better racing. So many of those big speedways, man. It's like who you hook up with, and it's hard to pass or nearly impossible to pass with the. It's not the car of tomorrow because it's today. But you know what I mean? It just.
For the most part, you've just got to be at the right place at the right time. Now, that the cream does rise to the top, and you're usually picking from the best ones. But it's the tracks where you have to use some brake. It's the tracks where you have to, you really have to size somebody up when you pass them, which is like, Bristol and Darlington, those type of tracks. That's why I like those, because it's Daytona. I love Daytona. I love Talladega. But you've got the foot to the metal, all the way down. There's no brake. You know what I mean? There's no,
that's what I like.
That's what I know. I'm not disagreeing with it.
Come on, I'm fired, dude.
Pedal
to the metal.
I don't disagree.
Pedal to the metal.
And I like them around the road courses, too. I actually like the NASCAR around the road courses because the way that they can bang on each other on the road courses. That is, Mark Martin one time, it was out in California. He was at a road course and he's going around a corner. Yeah, I think it may have been Sonoma, and he rolls the car. And the car is upside down. So a bunch of folks come out. He gets out of the car. A bunch of folks come out. They flip the car back over, and he gets right back on the
train. He goes, baby. You gotta love rednecks, man.
You can't do that. You can't do that in an IndyCar or anything like that. He just gets in and starts driving again. Car looked a little bit, poppycock there, but what the hell?
If you ain't scraping paint, you ain't racing.
And so that is some big time to look forward to. I like that.
Now, we got some other stuff coming up, too.
All right. Throw something else at me.
We got March Madness quickly approaching.
I tell you what. Gonzaga is number one. I'm not really big into who is in the standings or anything like that because it all comes out of the wash in the dance. That's what the dance is for, right?
Exactly.
And looking the other day at the standings or the rankings, there isn't one Big Ten team in the top 10. It's just not their year. It's just not their.
It happens. Buckeyes are down. Michigan State's down.
Even North Carolina and Duke are not in the top 10. It just it's a different season, with a lot of different ones out there.
Let's see what happens in the tourney.
Tell you what, Michigan
Let's see what happens in the tourney.
Izzo
is one of the greatest coaches in the universe ever to get a team ready for the tournament.
Izzo is kind of like, he's like a Belichick in a way. It's hard to bet against him.
Well, all of a sudden they're struggling mid-season.
Yeah.
They're in disarray. And then, they get hot.
And they do that every midseason.
Yes, they do. They just
every
stink,
midseason.
Man. It's like, you know what? We're Michigan State. We're going to take the next 3 weeks off and lose 4 out of 5.
Yeah. And about this time every year, everybody's going, oh, man, they suck. Write them off. They're not. They're just horrible. And then they're in the Final Four. It's like every year they do that. It just, that's Izzo. That's Izzo. I mean, he knows.
And Coach K will have them boys ready.
Oh, you're doggone right. You're doggone right.
There's another team I hate.
They're good, though. Wait, is it good or is it the organization? Is it,
I just hate Duke. I just hate Duke because, I don't know, they just seem like all these squeaky-cut frat boy white guys. And they're just too clean-cut and they're annoying as hell. I don't know, man. It's Duke. The Leitner era ruined Duke for me. Man.
Yeah, that was.
Looking back, Leitner was a great player, man. What a great
I loved on that team was Grant Hill. I love Grant Hill. Yeah. He was just solid. His entire game was solid.
Imagine if he didn't have all those ankle and foot problems.
I know. His career was really cut short in the NBA and that.
But, so we got that. The NHL, the NBA, they're kind of mid-season. The cream is starting to rise to the top. A little bit of separation.
This is when it starts mattering.
Yeah. It matters a little bit. But again, those seasons are so long.
I know.
82 games.
Yeah, it's in the NHL they've got like maybe 21, 22 games left.
Why don't you play 50 or 60, and then 22 games of beat down on the body saved.
It is,
but you know what? That's too much money, man.
It's money.
How much?
Right.
Yeah, it's just too much money.
It's money. They've got too much money out there that they want to get as many games in as they can. The thing I do like about the NHL when they get the playoffs, I think it's the best playoffs. To me, I think it is. When you get to the NHL playoffs, it is the best. They play every other day. There's, everybody's got
those hockey guys are just they're just so left of center, man. I mean, you'll see a guy take 42 stitches to the eyebrow.
Yeah. On
the bench, and then get back in his line, in his rotation.
Yeah, I read.
A guy gets 6 teeth knocked out, and his nose broke.
I read something the other day that
they're back in.
What sport do you have to be the toughest, to play?
I would say hockey. I would say hockey.
Hockey and football are like 1 and 2.
I would say hockey.
I would say hockey.
82 hockey games versus 16 NFL football games.
You know what? And it's nonstop. You don't take a timeout.
Have you seen the size of NHL players today?
I know.
They're 6'5", 250.
I know.
And you're like, okay. So, guess what? You're in 5-inch heels essentially with your skates.
Yeah.
So now you're 6'9", and they're monstrous, and they're so fast.
They are fast. I
mean, going to the locals here, the walleye games.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a tiny guy. And sometimes you'll see the walleye guys warming up, and you're like, holy shit.
Yeah, they're already
You're
big.
ginormous.
They are already big. And then you put
a stick in her hand.
Oh, I tell you what.
Oh my! Thank God I didn't learn hockey early, dude. I'd be in prison. I'd have been the fourth. I'd have been the fourth Hansen brother.
Yeah,
from Slapshot.
That's a good call.
I got the glasses on.
You got the glasses, man.
Yeah,
the only thing you don't have is tape.
Oh, you know what? We got to find some tape and we got to put a picture up. I'm Hansen number 4.
I love Slapshot.
I am the illegitimate Hansen brother.
You know what? We'll post a little thing about Slapshot.
Oh, we have to, man.
That is one of those ones. Oh. Yeah, if you can't laugh for that one,
no. You gotta love it when 3 brothers are in jail for the night and they use their phone call for the pizza.
Pizza,
man.
Yeah, that's right. They ordered pizza.
I love them.
Oh, that's beautiful. So hockey's that's eating up. You've got now NBA.
We have the what the hell's the the World Series thing.
The World Baseball Classic.
Yeah. I really enjoy watching that, man.
I wonder.
I've watched the last couple.
No, they're fun.
They're freaking cool.
They are fun.
The Caribbean and all, they love their
Yes,
baseball.
yes,
they
do.
are fanatics, man. They are the energy in those games and stuff, man. That's cool stuff.
These kids are good. I'm just going to say I'm going to take a little bit of a contrarian view on this from a pitching perspective. Because, the last thing you want to do is have your pitchers put more innings on their arm.
Yeah, you're paying a guy $150 million.
That's exactly right.
And he's in the world, the classic.
Yeah.
And he's throwing 107 pitches.
I have no problem with the hitters.
He's throwing 107 pitches in February.
Yep.
And we need you in October, bro.
You make your money in October. The hitters.
You know what? But you know what? The Caribbean players. They don't hesitate.
No, they don't.
They play.
They don't.
They play. I'm playing.
They don't.
There's a more. I don't want to say more, but there's just such a more love for the game. They have so much more pride.
Thank you for saying that, because that is exactly. They look like they enjoy the game.
Yes, they love the shit out of it.
They are having fun when they're playing the game.
Yes. Well, Big Pappy's like the happiest freaking guy in the universe,
dude,
man.
yeah.
And when he's playing in those classics, man, he's just
He just got a smile. He's just got a smile. They're just smiling all the time.
I really hope that thing takes off and grows into something special. You know what I mean?
So I think that's the only thing that holds them back. Is like I said about the pitching, but that's something. Deal with it. That it is what it is. Deal with it.
So you grab a 25-year-old and you just wear his arm out. Who gives a shit?
Middle relief, get somebody like that. It's fun.
So we got that coming. So what else?
Hold on. I just want to ask a quick question. Mike Ilitch passed away just the other day.
Yeah.
Owner of the Tigers, owner of the Red Wings. And
Detroit lost a lot, man.
Detroit lost a lot.
And you know what?
He
was silent.
He was
silent.
Did you see what Jim Leland said? He goes, "Guy never called me up once. Yeah, he never bothered me. He just let me do the game." And he did the same thing in hockey. He got good guys. Mm-hmm. Good management, and he just let the guys, and he wasn't afraid to open up that bank account, was he?
Dude,
I'm telling
you
what.
Between Verlander, Scherzer,
Knuckles to Mr. I.
Cabrera, Mr. Oh God, what the hell is it? Triple Crown
winner. Yeah, Cabrera, Miguel.
I
mean, he wasn't afraid to open up for Prince Fielder, which.
Now, I don't know if you knew this. I read this today. Back in, give me the time frame. I apologize if I'm wrong. The 80s or so, Rosa Parks.
Yes,
we all
yes,
know
I know
Rosa
you. Go
Parks.
ahead.
We know who Rosa Parks is, and if you don't listen to us because you're a moron. She was robbed or mugged, and Ilitch set her up in an apartment.
She couldn't afford her apartment or something like that. Yeah.
He paid her rent for like 15 years or whatever. He covered it all.
Yep. And he never said a word about it.
No, and he never announced it, and he never tried to make it public.
Yep.
And God love the guy, man.
That says something about him.
That is just pure class.
Yeah, you never saw him on TV. You never saw him running around.
No,
you saw his products. You saw what he did.
The bad part is, when I seen the announcement, Ilitch died, I'm like, who's that? Freaking white guy with a bag and hairpiece.
Oh, hey, there's no doubt about that. You can't deny
shit.
that. That was a bad one.
Come on, man. You know what?
With this kind of money, you think that they could have done a better job with that.
Get the plugs or something, man, and you got this wig from hell. But you know what? If that's your final fault in life,
that was
God love you.
Knock him out.
But yeah, he never saw publicity. He was never a limelight guy. He did things like that. I'm sure he did all kinds of other philanthropy.
That will come out. That will
eventually come out. And the only reason that came out is one of his friends finally brought it out and announced it because he wanted to celebrate his life and how caring he was for the city of Detroit, man. He did love Detroit. There is no question about
everything he did had Detroit in mind from a positive perspective.
Absolutely.
It was, but he was a gentleman. He was an icon.
Yeah.
He was a great owner. He was great for the sports fans.
Yep.
In Detroit in these days where, they could use a lot of something to pump them up. Yeah. Hey, when you look at the Red Wings and you look at, the Tigers.
25 years of going to the playoffs, which is in jeopardy.
Yeah, it is in jeopardy this year. I don't know if you saw that. They are dead last.
But you know what?
Yeah,
I'm gonna say it right here, and it's gonna be it's gonna be recorded.
All right, we're gonna record it right here. I'm looking at it, and the screen says
yeah. Oh, lots of big blue signs. Oh, yeah, mine are really big because I'm a loud sumbitch. They're gonna get in, dude.
You know what?
They're gonna get in.
That's going to take a lot, but they still have 20 some games.
You can't tell me those guys aren't looking at each other going, dude, are you going to be the one on this team that breaks the 25-year streak?
You don't want people to remember you for that.
I'm telling you now. Will they get anywhere in the playoffs? No.
Yeah,
but right now, Detroit's playoffs are now.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good point.
They are playing. Their playoffs are now. I mean, that's a serious streak. That's like the greatest streak in freaking pro franchise. Of all sport.
They might be able to catch some people off guard because you're right. That's a great point. They're in the playoff mode right now. They had to play playoffs. Right?
You better be.
Every game is a playoff game.
And now your owner just died.
Yep.
Come on, man.
Yep. I wonder if the Tigers are going to have, or even the Red Wings, going to have some symbol or something on their jersey. They usually do that.
Oh, yeah.
In honor of them. I mean, most of the teams do that. So, we talked about March Madness. We talked about NBA, Daytona, spring training. Tiger Woods. Do you think Tiger Woods is ever going to come back again? He's got back spasms again. He's just, I don't know. I'm predicting that if he comes back, it's not in any.
One of the most strongest-willed human beings to ever live and play any sport, but strongest-willed human being. I mean, how many times have you seen him play like shit and shoot 66 and win a major? For 12 holes, he's spraying shit everywhere.
Yeah.
But he scrambles, and he saves par, sneaks a birdie in here and there. He just don't have it no more, man.
No.
His body is broke down, and mentally he's not there anymore.
Yeah.
It's like when Tyson lost to Buster Douglas.
That was the beginning of the end for him.
No. That was the end.
Yeah.
The aura, the stigma. Nobody's afraid of Tiger anymore.
Mm-hmm.
How many times did you see Tiger lurking and he's 4 strokes back and the guy's looking at, oh, God, he's only 4 back.
We're screwed now.
All of a sudden he double bogeys and Tiger birdies. Oh, shit, he's only 1 behind, And he's done.
Happen all the time.
Happen all the time. Get healthy, man. Get healthy. I mean, we golf and the world needs Tiger to be relevant.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't walk away from the game in the sense that, that he's still an ambassador for the game at least. Get out there every once in a while.
Did you watch what he did at the Ryder Cup? He was. He was.
Oh
yeah.
The
side captain
That's right. Dude, he still wanted to be there.
He was so into it, and he was so inspiring to those guys. I mean, so he's still got that part of it. He's got the fire.
He'll be. And coming from you, that's a pretty good thing there. Yeah. He'll be a Ryder Cup captain someday. That's right. Wow,
I didn't even see that. Yeah.
You know what? We can record the delay. We can see what the delay was in that. That was at least 5 seconds.
How long it took for my brain synapse to catch that?
Yeah,
bastard.
Yeah,
we'll edit that. We'll edit that out. It'll be like 1 second.
No, I'm going to add some pauses.
You're going to add a minute and a half, 3 commercials, and a TV timeout,
little whistle, and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
right?
In a flagrant 2. Bastard.
No, he is. It is what it is. It's sad because you're right. The game. We remember the game because of him. That game was relevant because of what the Tiger Woods did for the past 20 years.
And here's the thing, man. All these young 20-somethings, man, they give 0 fucks.
Yes, that's right.
About Tiger Woods.
That's right.
Jordan Spieth, Rory. What's the big German? Kramer or
Martin Keimer.
There are so many just powerhouse young studs.
They just.
You know what? We don't care about you. We don't care.
But you know what? They're better because of Tiger.
Well, they watched him as youngsters.
Right. That's exactly right.
And got motivated. But you know what? It's almost again a double-edged sword. There's no fear of him.
Yeah.
There's no fear of him.
Well, it's because of him. He set the bar. If you want to play This is what you have to do.
Do you think he gets Jack's ties 18? Do you think he gets 18 majors?
No,
you don't think he does?
No, I don't think he does. I don't think he does. So, now whenever...
I think if he can get healthy and get his mind right, because he'll go in spurts. I mean, God, my God, there was, he'd win 7 out of 9 majors or something ridiculous. He's got a shot, but it's dwindling, man. His back, the torque, coming from 2 dry shaft guys.
Yeah, no kidding.
The amount of torque that he puts on his back with those swings, man. Something had to give.
You're right. It pushed everything to the maximum. It went to 120% of everything.
And he changed his swing multiple times as he got older. He got bigger. He got stronger.
That might be the knock on him, is that he always changed his swing all the time. And he was but he was always trying to get better.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Let me see. What's he got? 13 or 14 majors?
I think like 14. 14
okay,
majors.
He's got 14 majors and changed his swing all the time.
Yeah. Jeez, I changed my swing 18 times in a court, a round of golf. It doesn't work for me. I mean, it.
I change my swing every time I freaking walk up to the damn ball, dude.
Yeah,
I don't think he's going to get there, man.
I don't think he is.
It's an outside shot, but.
So it's so once he does retire of sorts, or he announces that he's not going to go, the question's going to come again: who had the better career, Nicklaus or Tiger?
Nicklaus.
And I think you have to give Nicklaus the better career, but the Tiger the better period. Over that condensed period, it was.
I disagree.
It was incredible what he did.
That's media, and that's TV, and that's all that stuff.
Yeah.
No, 18 majors to 14. End of story.
Yeah.
I mean, Jack, I don't want to say took out Arnie. Look at all the players back in the 70s and 80s who were freaking awesome.
Jack was winning when he was 21.
Tom Watson.
Yeah. Oh, look who he took. You're right. Tom Watson, Lee Trevino.
Oh my God.
Tom Weiskopf, Raymond Floyd.
The South African.
Gary Player. That's right.
Come on, man. He has 8 majors.
He was in competition every single week. He was in competition. Another one of these guys.
I think that level of competition was better than what Tiger faced.
Yeah, I've got to go with you on that.
Because Player and Trevino and all those guys, they weren't scared of Jack.
Right.
They went after him. They just got beat.
Yeah, they did. He won the Masters when he was 46.
Yeah.
And 86.
Yeah. With the yellow shirt and the horrid plaid pants and the white golf shoes.
Oh,
I remember.
Goodness.
I remember the shot on 18, man.
And then, it was the most incredible. In 98, so he would have been like 58. Mm-hmm. He finished 6th. In that Masters that year. He was on the leaderboard on the last, the closing holes, he was on the leaderboard, which you want to talk about a career.
Well, how about Watson 6 or 7 years ago?
Damn it. I wanted him to win that one.
At the British,
I know.
Man. He's in the last pair. He's like 900 years old, man.
He was in the last hole.
Yes.
It was the last hole. And he actually hit the ball long in the last hole. And the commentators go, I think it may have been Nicklaus, I remember who it was. He go, man, he was just amped up on that one. And he just hit it so pure that, oh my gosh, I felt so bad for him. Oh, I wanted him to win so bad.
But the fact that at his age
that he could do it,
that he took second at the by far and away, that's a huge
hell.
Victory,
they went into
man.
a playoff.
Yeah. I mean,
geez.
come on, man.
And he was what? I think he was 60, wasn't he? He was like 59 or 60 at that time. Yeah,
something ridiculous.
Oh yeah, thanks for bringing that up because that was crushing, and you could tell when
those two were big rivals back.
I know.
Then,
I know. I remember when Nicklaus and Watson at Pebble Beach, U.S. Open.
Yeah,
that was like that was like Ali Frazier.
The thrill.
And that's exactly what it was. Those guys were just going at each other the entire round of golf.
Crazy.
It was fun. That is so we've got a lot to look forward to there. So let's see, anything else you can think of, man? I think we're this is like the wide world of sports.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. The agony defeat where the skier gets flying off and gets like 18 bones broke, man.
That was always
stay on the ramp, dumbass. You remember that? You remember that Keith Jackson's announcing that? The agony of defeat. And that guy goes flying. I wonder if he died. Did he live through that nightmare?
No, he did. He lived through that. In fact, I don't think he got any broken bones or anything. I mean, he probably got more notoriety for that than he would have if he actually stuck it because he wasn't going to go anywhere, right? I think he was like in the middle of the pack time.
I have no idea. I just remember him getting crushed.
Well, it was like England used to have this ski jumper. His name was Eddie the Eagle. and he barely. It was the same type of thing. It was a train wreck. Every time he went down, you didn't want to watch it, but you had to watch it. It's like he's going to make it down to the bottom. Yeah, that's right.
Come on, Eddie. Come on, Eddie. Come on,
Eddie. Oh, that is beautiful. So, hey, dude, I think we've kind of covered the world here.
It's a little lull. Yeah, we have covered the world.
Oh, you know what we're going to do? Talk about covering the world. We need to get somebody from England on. I want to talk to somebody from England about some soccer.
Let's get Steady Eddie on.
That would be so damn
You know
fun.
what? I talked to Steady Eddie the other day at work,
and
I said, hey, man. I said, the next couple of weeks, we're doing a thing on the Premier League.
Yeah.
And he whipped all this stuff off. And
no shit.
And I'm like, dude, I don't know anything about the Premier League.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's why I'm bringing you on.
Hey, I tell you what, let's do that. Get Eddie. Eddie has got, he's English, right? He's got that perfect accent. He's got that.
I would pay to have a cool English accent.
That is cool
fucking
stuff.
Hillbilly drawl I got is
that is cool stuff.
Yeah, the Queen's English, man. Can you imagine how lethal I could be with the Queen with an English accent? Get the hell out of here!
How you'd be around the Queen too?
I'd have died of an STT much long ago.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. All right, brother.
Way to end on a strong note.
That's
Fire with an English accent's dead of an STD back in the 90s.
Read about it. News at 11.
Yeah, well, at least it wasn't cocaine.
Hey, dude, this is an absolute blast.
Yeah, it's a good one, man.
See ya.
Ciao.
Bye.